this is a look that I have done for you guys, and I am hoping that you like it. I used a lot of the MAC products, which was the Pattrick Starrr products here. I used a couple of the lipsticks, which you will see, the Gold Getter and the Glam AF. They are really good pigmented products. I use a lot of MAC products. The items that I do have here and I am using, I have purchased all on my own. And if you are in New York or New Jersey area and would like to have a trial, you can just go on my details that I will be listing at the bottom for any questions. I normally will answer within 24 hours if you are in, again, New York or New Jersey. Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I am going to be trying out some MAC Pattrick Starrr products that I actually have put to the side for a little bit. I was trying to see if I can get the translucent powder, but I did not have no luck at all. I also got to get just 3 of the pencils. I'm not sure exactly what look I'm going to be making, as well as the shadows. One Gold Getter and then the other one Glam AF. So what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be putting the name of the products across me, just in case if I do forget or if I'm pronouncing the products incorrectly. The products that I have is the Pattrick Starrr, which were really a hit as my understanding. The Glam AF and then the Gold. I'm hoping that they're not shining on the camera, but this one is the Gold Getter and then this is the Glam AF. Sorry. And I got to find 3 of them, which I will see which one I am going to use, but I will name them down below in the description bar, so then that way you can see. And then actually I have not even opened up any of the 4, which I got to have luck and I grabbed 4 of them, which were the 4 of Pattrick Starrr. I did not get any luck on locating the Pattrick Starrr translucent powder, because that went like a hotcake. So I have a lot of MAC, I have a lot of Kylie Jenner, I have Tarte on my desk here. I have a little bit of everything because I'm not sure exactly what I am going to use. I just brought some stuff down. Please keep in mind, as I mentioned in my first tutorial, the products that I do have here, I have purchased it with my own money. Let's start with that. And then we will get to moisturizing the face as well. I will be naming everything across the bar, so then that way there's nothing that has been like passed and I did not answer or anything like that. And we are gonna start moisturizing. Actually, I'm gonna use my Amber Elise, which I'm almost gone. I have another one upstairs. This is really good, really good. A lot of famous makeup artists, they do use this a lot. My face is a little dry. Here in Jersey, we did have a real bad snowstorm. A lot of people don't have light, and I'm just hoping everybody is safe and sound with their families, and hopefully everything is okay. These curtains are really good. I don't use this on the face to clean. I do use the new MAC ones. These are really good. I like these much better. If you are interested, I am more than happy to show what I do have in my train case and be a little bit more specific. But I'm going to use the MAC Mineralizer and just put it around, because again, like I said, my face is really dry, and you don't need a lot of this because just a little bit. So we are going to prep our lips like I did the last time. The Best Damn Beauty. This is from Nicole Guerrero line. She has amazing products there. It's at Jersey right now. It's really cold. We just had a snowstorm, so it's pretty cold. But anyway, since my eyes are puffy, I'm going to use the Fast Response Eye Cream. It is from MAC. I have the letterings there. I'm just prepping my face a little bit. So then that way by the time we get to this part here, it's not as bad. I'm going to start with the MAC Pro Longwear, the NW25. And I am going to use one of my brushes. Let me just move this out of the way because I don't need this like right now. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. Just a tab because we don't really need a lot. Unless we do, then we just put a little bit more because the Pro Longwear is very good. I'm going to use my Morphe E8. And as I said, I don't know if you can see that, but I will put it across while I do my makeup, and then that way you can see the products that I am using. I'm just gonna swirl this around and let it get dry. I do have, like I mentioned, I do have my fan over here, so yeah, there we go. What I am gonna do is I do have my MAC powders here. I'm gonna use the Accentuate, which is this one. I'm gonna use this one, and this is the Morphe. I'm sorry, one of the silver ones. I do receive the Life Glam Morphe that is once a month. Let's see. We're gonna do the Glam AF, and I haven't even opened it, as you can see. One of our MAC products that we do have those, so it might be that one. I can't remember. If not, if I am wrong, I'm so sorry about that. But that is gonna be our transition color. So we're just gonna swirl it around, just tap a little bit off, and just go around. Oh, these are nice. I don't have this color, so it's nice. It's like a buttery. It's nice. I like that. Let's see. Oh, not bad. There we go. And we're going to use the same brush, which is the R36. I'm using that one for my transition. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gents. Just going to put a tiny bit more because I am in the darker tone. It doesn't really show a lot. So the next color is a little darker. If you want to do this look again. And if you do, just tag me. I would love to see. So we are just doing it in windshield motions here. Just a little bit more. That way it comes out with a little bit more color. I love these colors. I love MAC. MAC has beautiful eyeshadows. Really, really soft, buttery. Also, Makeup Geek has great shadows, and they're a little cheaper. Which other ones? Morphe has really good eyeshadows as well. And I actually have the Jaclyn Hill palette that just came out recently. If you like, I am more than happy to do a makeup tutorial for that one as well. Those shadows are amazing. They're really, really buttery. They're very pigmented, and they do not have so much fallout. I'm gonna use the darker color, which is this one, and like I said, I think that's the, if that's not the embark, it's the saddle, but I have a feeling that's the embark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch up the brush, the E30. So I'm just going to dab. I'm just dropping everything, just dabbing it. I'm just taking a little bit of accents off. Because again, I have not even touched this palette since I got it. Alright, so I'm just going to make it like an eyeliner, but not a lot, because my first tutorial I did a lot of black, and it was a beautiful, it was nice, so I don't want to do something so dark. I'm put it like if it was like an eyeliner, and just around like that. So dark brown color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with the Morphe brush that I just used and just smear it out a little bit. So it's not so heavy. I want something there but not there, if you know what I mean, ladies. So I'm just gonna smear it and just blend until you can't feel your fingers anymore. Like I always say, you have to keep blend until your fingers just pop off. Now we're gonna go to the next one, and we're gonna do the same thing to this one. And just build it up. Don't go hardcore, because if you do and if you mess up, it's really hard to take off. But it's like I always say, and if you don't like it, you could always change it, because it's only makeup. Makeup is just makeup. It's like painting, and if you don't like the paint, just change it up, and that's it. Not a big deal. Just keep blending until you build it up on what you like. You don't have to do so much like towards the bottom here, because since we are gonna wear lashes, and I have a few here which I'm not sure which ones yet. I cannot find my Ardell pack of lashes. I love the Ardell Wispy. They are really good. It's just getting a little bit too dark, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back with the first color to bring it back, the M441, and I'm gonna go back with the light, I think that's the saddle. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly how they did it. I will double check. Doing windshield wiper motions here, and just going in circles like that. So then that way it's not no harsh lines or anything like that. Here, and I think that's the Glam AF M810 MAC brush. I have a lot of MAC brushes. I have MAC, Sigma, Morphe, I have Becca. And here, like I said, as long as the product works, I really don't care. It could be low end, high end. I'm going to spritz the MAC so that way it can stick more to the brush. Just going to put it like in the middle to just bring a little pop. Not a lot. I'm just going to press it in there. And put it not all the way up because my eyes are a little hooded, and then just turn the brush around because I put it on both sides. And just press it in there. That is a very pretty color. I'm not going to really swipe it a lot because I did put the eye puffiness, and I don't want it to come off because it actually defeats the purpose. So I'm just gonna grab it, and that way there's no, if there was any fallout, that's what I mean to say. there's any fallout, at least it picks it up. And it goes in my little garbage can. There. And then what we are going to do is take my brow palette from Anastasia. And I have one for myself. I know, I'm crazy. I have one for myself, and I have one in my train case for my clients. And this is the best thing that I would say to get, ladies and gents. It has all colors. I never use this part, which is like the gel. I have it there just in case if I need it for a backup. I have it there because I don't use it. But I'm going to use the color Ebony. I'm going to start with the darker side, this one, but I'm going to start with the edges, okay? So, let me see if I can find my brush. Hold on 1 second here. Let's see. I lost my brush, so I'm trying to see if I can just grab, because I brought my stuff down. Okay, here we go. This is the MAC 237, I believe. So I am going to do, I'm sorry, it's the MAC 204 for the eyebrows. And I'm just going to just flicker up the eyebrows. And then that way, there's no eyebrows up or down or anything like that. And then just have one of my other brushes, which these BH brushes, they're really good, and they have the spoolie as well. So like I said, I'm going to use Ebony, and I'm going to use the darkest shape, and the darkest shape is the one that I'm going to use for the ending part. Just kind of take a little bit out and then just start. I am going to use my MAC, the double-sided, the MAC, and this is called the concealer. I'm going to use the dark orange one, but first we do that, let's prime our face. So I am going to use the Professional, and this, I swear by it, ladies and gentlemen, it's really good. So I'm just going to take like a little bit like that, and then warm it up in my face. And don't mind my red nose. I always have red nose. That always happens. But we are going to fix that up as well. Just a little bit of makeup will fix it up. Now, ladies and gents, if, like I said, if you need any questions answered, please do not hesitate on asking me any questions. I will try to answer it as quickly as possible. So, the MAC concealer in orange, this goes a long way. So I don't put a lot because when you spread it, it's gonna go too much. So I put it underneath because my dark circles are pretty bad. And what I am going to do is I am actually going to use the E8 that we used before for our eyelids. And we're just going to gently press that in. And just go out and do like a V until it almost disappears into your skin. We're gonna go on that nose, even though the redness is green, but it's only makeup. Why not? We are gonna cover it up with foundation, so there is no rules to makeup at all. And just bring it up because I sometimes have that a little dark there. And swirl it around until you don't see any harsh lines there. This is a very sensitive part of the eye, and since I have puffiness under my eyes already, I don't need it more. So I'm going to use a little bit more because I didn't put so much. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit more, and if it's too much, then I'm just cleaning it out, but I don't think you do. I put it all the way down like that, just to lighten up the eyes as well. I'm going to use the NC25. I'm going to put a tiny bit more on my hand and just grab a little bit at a time, and just like smear it out, kind of warming it up. And just going around. That way it looks a little cleaner, especially when those little hairs are coming back out. They are a nuisance, I would say. And then just I have the 3D precision brush from Sigma. I have the pink ones. I have two of these actually. I have one for my case. I have a pink one and they have a black, so I got two pinks and two blacks. So I just take that and just kind of press it in and just go backwards and down, so it could just blend all in there, so it just doesn't look like just a line. And just bring it down. If I have any left on my hand, I'm just gonna leave it there just in case. And there we go. Now go back. I don't know if this is on frame, but hopefully it is. This one I put a tiny bit more because since I have the little scar, I tried to fix it. That's why this eyebrow doesn't get along with the other one. The two that I wear, and that is the NC44 and the NW45. What I am going to do is, since I am a little light, I'm going to put a dab of the NW45 because it's a little bit dark for me, and the NC44 is the one that I'm going to put more of. So I'm going to put three of these, yeah. And I'm going to just put less than half of that. I want to see, because since winter is here, I get a little light and there's not a lot of sun. There we go. And just with that same beauty blender, we are going around and go down because we have to have the neck the same color. Go all the way down, especially if you have like a V-shaped blouse on. Make sure that you put that foundation all the way down, because if you don't, you're gonna have like two colors, and we don't need that. And let me tell you, MAC is amazing. I'm gonna put more because 1, 2, 3 of the NC44 and 1 of the NW45, and we're gonna swirl it in and make sure everything is filled in, and just tap some up here, down here. I don't know if you can see the neck part, but want to make sure that we have this colored. And I have learned a trick, like when you are painting, you don't paint up and down. Do this, like an X. And then it doesn't have like the lines. Especially, forgot the name of that paint, which is pretty expensive. If I do know the name later, I'll link it down below. We tried that paint once, and I was wondering why the lines was like, if we would stop to take a break, it didn't look right. So there we go. And just press everything in there. Never forget the ears, whatever is left. So that way we have everything blended. And there we go. Want something very subtle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with my big brush that I mentioned. I think it's a little bit white. I went a little bit too much on it. And I'm going to go in with the Give Me Sun, and I'm going to use this is actually a Becca brush. Sorry about that. And it's like a little angled brush. You can see it. Sorry about that. I'm just going to tap a little bit. Like that. And go like a number 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And do like the same thing. 1, 2, and 3. That's the number 3, guys. I am going to be using my MAC, the Extended Play, which I use all the time. And this is my mascara. I don't use this one on my client. If I have used this one before, is with a disposable, and it was brand new. But I have one in the case because I always buy double after I try the items out, and this is really good because it's kind of small and it's drying up. I have to put that ink blot, a little bit of ink blot on it, and turn this mirror the other way. Hopefully you can see what I am doing, and just put my eyes, just stretch it out a tiny bit. Like I said, I'm just gonna do a baby liner, not a lot. That way, put the lashes in the bandaging shell. There we go. And just color it in. That's it. And like I said, this liner is really good. It's a dupe of MAC, and it's amazing. Just grab a little bit more. Now, while I put the glue on, I'm going to do this liner, and then we are going to put the glue on one of the lashes that I put down, which I don't know as of yet which ones. I might just use the same ones that I used in my first tutorial, which is the Doodoo lashes. And those lashes are amazing. They are beautiful. I love those lashes. I can't remember who mentioned them, because I love to watch tutorials as well. And I don't know who mentioned them. It might have been Jasmine Hand. She's from Australia. If you never watched her tutorials, you need to watch her tutorials. She's amazing. She's so good. And she's, I love her. Jacqueline Hill, she's amazing as well. She has done so much for herself. And I'm so happy for her and her husband and the puppies. I am an animal lover. As you see that I introduced you to one of my little babies the other day. And they are like the love of your life. Glue for that. And we are going to put this on. I'm going to put the light on so I can make sure. There we go. Yeah. These are already cut. And what I do is I open up the packages and they're so beautiful. I don't know if you can see them. I hope you can. And I cut them and then I just put them back in the box. So that way when it's time to put them on, I don't have to be taking that time to cut, measure. What I do is I have my little drawer on my makeup table with them. And what I do is I just cut them and then I decide which ones I'm going to wear, and then I wear them who knows how many times, because what I do is I try not to put a lot of like mascara or anything like that, and that's about it. So let's see how we are going to do this, because normally I just let them dry there for a little bit. We're going to go back with the Pattrick Starrr, and let's see, we're gonna go with the same I think this is what, I'm going with the E30, the one that we had used for the top. We're gonna use that, and we are gonna use the darkest color, which is this one right here. I'm just gonna put it on the edge, just a tiny bit, just to bring it out a little bit, and halfway, just smudge it out. And we're gonna do that to the other side. And there we go. Sometimes my eyes get watery. That's okay. I am under control. And we're not going to put too much because there's too much going on up here. We are going to use, in a moment, the liner. But, go back. We're going to pop these babies on. Now, for the other eye, we are just going to put the black Marc Jacobs like I did with the other one. And just that way it doesn't have like that whiteness, and give it enough time for them to dry. Now I'm gonna grab some like that. Since this doesn't open up, I can do this like that. Just tap against this off and just put some and a little bit. And this one is called Maxolate. Put a little bit. Sorry about that. Put some on the other side. And this one is called Brick. This one is really nice. This is the middle one. Hopefully I'm showing the right one. This one is mahogany, and I think I might wear this one. Maybe this one. This is the lightest one, which is really pretty too. So we are going to put on the middle one, which is the brown one. very soft. I'm just going to line them up a little bit more. My lips. Like on the edge, just to even it out a little bit. My final look is here, and I am hoping you like. The only thing I do need to do is spritz a little bit of the MAC, which I almost forgot. I'm just going to spritz it so everything can just lock in place. To dry it up, I use my little fan, and there we go. If you are interested, just hit the ring button, as they say. Everyone have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.